This list has the prefix mal at the start of each of the words, and mal means unpleasant or faulty or inadequate. So go through and read each of those words, then go through and highlight, as I have the prefix, and anything else that you can see in these words that may help you spell them. So you know shin at the end of word is T-I-O-N most commonly, so there's quite a few words with that in it. You've got the O-U-S, os at the end of the word. Here you've got the sh sound with the C-I, which we've talked about before. A simple ED at the end, maladjusted. So if you hit ED can make three sounds at the end of a word. It can say t, d, or ud, and you have to know with each of them to write ED. If you've got a vowel with an R, it's going to make a long vowel sound, so you're always going to split these after the R. And the only reason we have an E after the V here is that English words can't end with a V. If we say that word maladaptive, you can hear that I is making a short vowel sound, so the E is not to make that a long vowel. We've got ment at the end, so just remember that that is M-E-N-T. And anything else that you see in those words that may make spelling easier, just highlight them in different colours. Okay, you could also go through then and syllabify them, break them up into their parts. So you know if you've got a short vowel, you're going to cut the syllable after the consonant. This one down here is a good one to show you, mal, so you've got the short vowel at, so we close it after the L. For is an R controlled vowel, long vowel sound, so we cut it after the R. May, A is a long vowel sound, so we cut the syllable after the long vowel sound. And then we've got shin at the end where the vowel sound is short and we're closing the syllable with a consonant. Okay, then now let's go through and have a look at the meanings of these words. So malcontent means dissatisfied. Malfunction means a breakdown or a glitch. Malignant means tending to produce death or deterioration. Malicious means wanting to cause harm to someone. Malnutrition means deficiencies or excesses or imbalance in a person's intake of energy and or nutrients. Maladjusted means lacking harmony with one's environment or failing to cope with the demands of a normal life. Malabsorption means a failure to absorb moisture, especially by the small intestine. Maladaptive means not adjusting to the environment or a situation. And malformation means a disfigurement. And malnourishment means not eating enough healthy food. Okay, we now want you to then go through with each of these words, have a good look at them, sound them or spell them or break them into syllables, and then cover them, write them in your best cursive or running writing here, then go back and check them. Now I am encouraging you to use running writing or cursive writing, whichever you prefer to call it, because it's a lot faster than printed or manuscript, and you'll need to be writing quite fast for the long exams that you're going to be facing in the future. Do go through and highlight the mal at the start of each of these words, and then if you look at the base word or root word, then any other things that may make the spelling easier for you. So complete the words, rewrite and match it to its synonym. So you've just got to write the word here and then link it to its synonym. Now we've got some other synonym activities here, but they're all a little bit different. Here you're highlighting synonyms for the two given words, and down the bottom we want you to write a synonym for the given words. Then the last one is where you're filling in the antonym for the list word. So in this section back here, you're filling in the sentence with a list word, so refer to the top of this page, and then we want you to write a couple of words into one sentence here. So you've got two sentences to write with two of the given words in each sentence. Simply cover the words and write them underneath, and then check that you've spelt them correctly in this first part. Then write the base word for any of these given words here. complete the verb families. So you've got the base word, adding the S, adding the ing, and adding the ed. State whether the list word is a noun, a verb, or an adjective. So we've given you the words there. You just have to write its structure next to it. Fill in the gap with the word from the word bank. These words are your word bank, and these are your sentences that you're going to use them in. So fill in the gap with a list word or extension. Be careful there that you make sure that it's in its right form when you put it into the sentence. This page is on apostrophes. So apostrophes can be used to form contractions. The apostrophe stands in for a missing letter or letters. So she is becomes she's, and where we've taken out the I, we put the apostrophe in. So should not becomes shouldn't, and we put the apostrophe in where we've taken out the O. So apostrophes can also be used to show possession or ownership. So a cat that belongs to Alison would be Alison's cat. If we don't put the apostrophe in, we're saying that there's lots of Alisons, and that's incorrect. So it's very important that you use the apostrophe when appropriate. So make these contractions. We'll go to we've, they are will go to there, and will not will go to, tricky one for you to work out. Now here we want you to show possession by adding the apostrophe S. Now there's only one bill, so we need to indicate that by putting the apostrophe before the S, and we also, the apostrophe here is indicating that the bike belongs to one bill. The cat belongs to Jen. So the apostrophe is always going before the S to show that it's singular and that there's possession in that the following noun belongs to the person or the thing stated before it. If the noun already ends in an S, then you only need to add the apostrophe. So Lewis, the apostrophe would just simply go after that S. And you can work out the rest of those. Now here, if it's a plural, then if it's a plural noun, we're putting the apostrophe after the S to show that it is a plural form. So what happens with homophones? Words that sound the same but have different spellings and meanings. This can be tricky, where one is a contraction and the other is a possessive. So just be careful on these, because a lot of people get mixed up. Think about the word. Is it a contraction or is it showing possession? Ask yourself, can I put the extended words in? It is rather than it's. If you can, you need the apostrophe. If you can't, then you don't. So it is, what will that transfer down to? Belongs to it. So have a think about those before you put the answers in. Fill in the gaps using the words created above. So you've got some sentences there, and the gaps are for you to fill in with the contraction or possessive noun.